Hey everybody, it's me, Northernlion, the guy who's bad at deck builders, checking out another deck builder. This is SteamWorld Quest, Hand of Gilgamech. Came out today, Nintendo Switch. No review code. I mean, it's not on them, it's on me. I should have, probably if I'd replied to an email would be good, but I couldn't wait. Alright, I wanted to check it out for myself, and sure, Mario Kart, see you later. It's convenient for me. Our recording session with Dan and Mathis kind of like mutually fell apart this week. We just couldn't find anything to play. So I got a big window here to check out a game that I've been looking forward to for a long time. If you're not familiar, Image and Formworks also published SteamWorld Dig, SteamWorld Dig 2, SteamWorld Heist. This is their take on deck builders. Usually there's a great degree of polish. Combine that with a mechanic I actually sort of understand, we might have a chance here. By the way, it's way too quiet. I can already see the comments. It's so quiet right now. Why is it so quiet? I can only hear your voice. Well, if you'll give me a moment here. How do you feel about that? Raised it ever so slightly. And oh! A little twinkling of the ivories. I see how it is. So, the way I know, what I know about SteamWorld Quest is that, you know, it's kind of like Slay the Spire, but not so much like a roguelite. More like a like an actual RPG adventure style game. So I'm eager to see how that actually works because, I mean, Spire was really the first deck builder I got into. We'll see how the changes to the formula work.
Tell me a story first, please.
Oh? You want to hear another tall tale from the high seas?
Yo, that's actually mouth as a mech.
Not another pirate story. I want to hear about dragons and knights in shining armor.
Dragons, you say? Well, then we have to go way back to the age of heroes.
1996, dude, I knew it.
When our world was still young and innocent, the gods grew born and forged a heart of evil and placed it in the chest of a behemoth.
As one does.
A true hero was called upon, and by his hand, the corrupted heart of the monster was torn out and buried where it could do no harm.
New Jersey.
Over the years, his heroic deeds fell into obscurity. Instead, heroes of fortune spread across the land like a shadow. But there was still light to be found. Our story begins with two such lights. Two friends strolling through the forest in search of a mushroom.
I'm speechless. Chapter 1, The Quest for the Golden Mushroom.
The Knight and the Alchemist.
Give me something to work with here, okay? I'm at the loading screen, my improv skills are running out here. I already made my New Jersey joke. As if sent on a mission by the ancient gods, our heroes cut their way through Greenfinger's Grove. The smell of hazard and fungus hit them as they searched for the fabled peppermint puffer. Well, I'm not gonna judge your lifestyle choices. Will you stop narrating everything? Oh! You get it? It's, there's a little self-awareness. They're talking to me. Chapter 3 in the Hero's Handbook clearly points out the importance of visualizing. Visualizing my foot. That fully illustrated book of yours is a pun-ridden cringe fest. Hey, don't diss the book. And by the way, when are we eating? We should have taken Gallio up on that breakfast offer before we left. He didn't invite us for breakfast. He said he'd rather eat the slowly gathering dust in his basement before joining our mushroom hunt. And this mushroom we're hunting is important enough for you to literally pull me out of bed? You can't do real alchemy from the comfort of a bed. A few of the professors at the college actually tried that. Alright. I get it. There's lore. That's fine. I got a lore tolerance. 22 minutes of lore. We got plenty of rope to burn there. There was one professor who really inspired me. She underlined the importance of actually going into the world to deploy knowledge practically for the good of the many. Today's deployment is about finding the medicinal peppermint puffer. Not only is it anti-hypertensive, hepatoprotective, and nephroprotective, it can also... you're setting me in the mood for stew. Okay, yeah, I agree. Let's get going. I know you get restless, so why don't you take the lead for a while? It's like it's made for me. Alright. Let's play some cards, dude. I'm ready. Yo, this seems very Spire-ish. Many objects in the world, such as the mushroom patch, can be interacted with. That's the wrong... That's the right... Hold on. I'm on the Nintendo Switch. Is that not the right button? Have I lost my mind? I was not on top of them. I didn't realize you could move into and out of the screen. It's a three-dimensional game. Hey, that was easy. Unfortunately, these are common brushwood amanitas. We're after a peppermint puffer, remember? Dang. Also, they're poisonous, so don't eat them. Alright. Tutorial learned. You know what? Darkest Dungeon style. Move up here. More of these pompous posers from the village. Wait a minute. I knew the guild had some flimsy hang-arounds, but you're practically rattling around in that bulky armor. Yeah, it's like I borrowed my dad's armor. I'll admit, he's got me there, sartorially speaking. Alright. Cards, I'm ready. Now we're talking. Battles are fought using punch cards. Each turn you'll draw up to 6 cards. These cards represent abilities your heroes can use. You can choose up to 3 cards to play each turn. The cards will be lined up at the top of the screen when you're finished with the, or when you're happy with the cards you've selected. Press the finish turn button. All right. What does Bravado do? Heals Armely, which is the knight, by 75 magic and raises her strength by 1 grade for 3 turns. Deals 100% strength as physical damage to 1 foe, or as they pronounce it, 1 foe. Grants 1 ally a damage shield equal to 20% of their maximum health for up to 3 turns. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, okay? Mana Barrier, cast on Copernica, because she's, archetypically speaking, gonna be less hardy. Then we're gonna do 2 strength attacks on the top minion. Okay, it has begun. A double stab doesn't matter, because we got a mana barrier. We lost 7 HP, nothing to complain about. Okay. Tutorial strikes, upgrades, and skills. Your heroes can play 3 kinds of cards. Strike, upgrade, and skill. Alright. Strike cards are just what they sound like. Basic, uncomplicated attacks. Upgrade cards empower your heroes temporarily in some way. As your heroes use strike or upgrade cards, they build up Steam, or SP, that can be spent to play powerful skill cards. Okay. Let me take a look here. I like the, like at the bottom, the punch card styling. It's a neat aesthetic choice. These games always have super great art direction. I just want to make sure, like, can I even cast this? It costs 2 Steam power. Apparently, I can cast it. Oh, it's the meter at the very top is our Steam power. I see. So this costs 1. It does 10 times 3 damage. Okay, honestly, like, this seems like a pretty good investment here. And then these cost 0. We might as well empower, I think. Let's empower our knight and then see how life looks after that. So you're dead. You should be super dead. Well, super hurt, I should say. And then we've been empowered. Each strike or upgrade card generates 1 SP. Your heroes have a shared pool of SP. Skill cards are very versatile and powerful, but if you don't have enough SP, you can't play them at all. Understood. Understood. I understand this. So we are doing more damage with our heroic strike here, but I do want to see, like, if I heroic strike, yeah, that will generate SP dynamically on the turn, which then allows us to do the Brave Buster. Not that it's necessary. So we can actually generate SP and then use it immediately afterwards. Alright, understood. Starting to get it. Do we heal between battles? That's the most important thing in any game. Do you heal between battles, and do you heal when you level up? Easy as mushroom pie. We've clearly stepped into Coglin turf here. Let's just try to get out in one piece, okay? I'm gonna tell you, your boy might end up skipping some of the dialogue. It's no disrespect, just need to interact with the game on my own terms. We found some treasure. The Hero's Handbook declares after beating up ruffians fair and square, the champion deserves a proper reward. Found 2 repair vials. Recovery items can be used to heal your heroes or cure status conditions. They are a good way of dealing with challenges you can't solve with cards alone, but supplies are limited. Use recovery items outside of combat by going to the items menu and selecting recovery items. Your heroes are automatically revived in cured of negative status conditions at the end of each battle, so some items can't be used each way. Automatically revived and cured of negative status, but not healed. Okay. Use recovery items in battle by going to the battle menu. They do count as playing a card, though. Interesting. I did want to see if we could get some gold out of this, and we did. Oh, shoot. More of those pint-sized troublemakers. Let's ambush them. I was gonna say, where's my guaranteed crit? Sneak up behind them, strike first, gain the upper hand. Regardless from which direction you come waving a sword at anyone, you will startle them. Beware, foes will engage if they see you. Gain an upper hand by pressing the indicated button when they're close enough to attempt a preemptive strike. Preemptive strike, sorry. Whoops! I blew it. Alright, alright. Redrawing cards. You can redraw cards in your hand up to 2 times each turn. Redrawing a card means the selected card will be discarded and replaced by a new card from the deck. Discarded cards will eventually make their way back to your hand. Okay. Well, I don't really care about Book Bash. So, honestly, give me a redraw. And give me a redraw. Okay, and I'll tell you right off the bat, here's what I like. 37, yeah, okay, so I'm going to give you a Heroic Strike. I'm going to give you a Heroic Strike. And I'm going to give you a Brave Buster. And you should be dead. I think I've already mastered the nuance of this game. 500 hours of Slay the Spire have finally paid dividends in my life. 2 times double stab. That's fine. And we drew stuff that's actually going to allow us to do essentially exactly the same thing here. I would like if my, you know, support class would stop taking damage, but life goes on. If we wanted that, we probably should have read the ambush tutorial properly. Close to leveling up. So far, I'll tell you, battles, I'm in. Lore, undecided as of the present moment. But that's because I'm a jerk when it comes to lore. So we can go up. We can also go down here. Let's go up. I see a Dryad's Arch. You know what? You seem a little scary. Maybe we could level up first. Look, Copernica. It's a save point. Maybe not. Even the Coglins have raised statues over Gilgamech, the true ancient hero, the majestic pose, the pride of a great deed oozing from every cut of the chisel. Those statues are literally everywhere. She's so negative. It's true. It's all true. At least Coglins know how to appreciate heroes of the past. Hero statues, you get some rest and you save your progress. Beware, it'll also respawn all nearby enemies. It's Dark Souls, brother. Well, that arch seems like it leads to a boss, so here's what I'm thinking. Let's come back, and I know we should fight the guy while we're at full HP, but I want to try our ambush this time. I did not press the button in time. That's real quick, dude. Alright, so maybe we got some good AoE here. Yeah, it deals 170% mag as fire damage to all foes. Can we generate? Yeah, we can generate 2. So let's put that on you. That's 19 damage, so 30 won't kill you. Oh, we need more to do Flame Wave. It's 19 plus 37 will kill you. Alright, I mean, I hate to do the same thing over and over, but definitely appears capable of getting the kills we needed to get. Oh no, a double stab. Yet again. Well, we're never gonna play this on this turn. Excuse me. No, I do not wish to finish the turn. Thank you for asking. We might play a fire pillar. 30 damage, something like this, something like this, something like this. You might be dead. You gotta do 11 or more. Then it's gotta actually do 10 times 3. Yo, the crit. I mean, we didn't need it, but I'm glad we got it nonetheless. Alright, alright. Now we know what happens when you level up, or we're about to learn, I should say. I was hoping to see, like, stats. I guess the stats just rise level to level. Okay. It's not like we put a skill point into something. Alright, let's fight what might be an optional enemy here. Just be cool. Hey, hey! I was like, what button on the Switch controller is A? If one of your heroes falls to 0 health, that hero was scrapped. If all active heroes become scrapped, game over. Cards belonging to a scrapped hero become useless and waste space in your hand. Make sure to redraw those cards. They're repaired after each fight, but health is otherwise not restored between fights. You can heal during a battle by using certain cards, but that can be tricky. Visit a hero statue or use a recovery item to restore health outside of combat. So he started 15 HP down. I like that. See the details on Bravado? Heals Armalilly by 70%, or Armilly, I should say, by 75% mag and raises strength by 1 grade for a turn. I think, let's go for a sweet, but the buff only works on this turn, presumably. It doesn't raise your strength for next turn, I think. I really think a mana barrier on our weakest character, even though they're not weak by much, is probably okay. And then we'll just hit to generate some steam power and see where this enemy stands. I'm hoping because we're level 2, maybe we'll be a little bit better off. 11 damage, blocked it. No complaints, dude. Alright. With 3 steam power, I want to draw better stuff, okay? So get this Book Bash out of here. I do not care for it. Brave Buster, hear me out, okay? What about a Bravado? Heroic Strike, Brave Buster. I want to see how this works. So I want to see it do more than 37 damage and more than 11 damage on the first attack. Did 13 or 14, depending on your perspective. Another overhead smash, whatever. We take 5 damage, or not much. Let's put it that way. Now, we have 3 steam power. Oh, you're completely screwed. If anything, I'm offended. You would give me a tutorial on what happens when you die, and then not have the courage to kill me. I might be the greatest player this game has ever seen. Excuse me, play Bravado. I want you to heal. Wasn't really that hard at all, to be honest. Found Steel Bracer. You found an accessory item. Before it'll do you any good, you must equip it from the pause menu. Select the character you wish to equip it to and select the accessory. Okay. I've played RPGs before, believe it or not. Health plus 20%. Can I equip it on our weaker character? Yes, I can. I don't know. Magic user having more HP seems okay until we get like a taunt or something along those lines. So go ahead, heal yourself up here. I'm assuming this maybe is a pseudo boss battle or something to get the mushroom of peppermint. It's even more majestic than I could imagine. It'll be like eating breakfast, dessert, and brushing your teeth at the same time. I guarantee we pick it up. Large roar. Just like the grinding gears of endless time, our heroes halted to catch their breath. With their peppermint perfume prize in hand, they readied their swords. Hands off, this peppermint puffer will clean out the mold from the funnel in the old well. We're helping the entire village. You need to dry it in one whole piece to extract. I knew it, dude. Yo, it's Dark Souls. Gomphis. My mushrooms. Who dares steal Gonfos' beautiful mushrooms? Easy there, Chief. We're just here to pick some of these unsuspecting, innocent mushrooms. Ravagers. Yo, you know, this is actually a pretty valid point from this gentleman here. Now, damage comes in 5 elements. Physical, fire, frost, storm, and arcane. Card's damage type is shown on the card. Some enemies have natural resistance or weakness to certain elements. Some cards can raise or lower elemental defense. I have no idea what my man's weak against, alright? With the 12-card deck, I'll tell you, we don't need Flame Wave turn 1. Fire Pillar. I mean, I'm assuming he's going to be weak to either physical or fire, because those are the only options we have available to us. So put a mana barrier on yourself. Put a mana barrier on the other enemy, or the other teammate, and then hit him with some fire. I mean, mushrooms cook. Maybe they're weak against fire. Very weak against fire. Fantastic news. He did punch me for 19 after that. But that's okay. We know what we need to do. He's only got 1 steam power now. Or no, sorry, he has 1. Last turn he had 0. He just has a maximum of 3. So we want to be very concerned about what happens when he gets to 3. So, most important thing is, can we cast Fire Pillar? Absolutely. I'll tell you, I mean, we can redraw. I don't think Book Bash is worth much. It's just, it's bad physical damage. We have better physical damage. So let's get those out of here. I don't really want to do a Brave Buster, honestly. I think I'll do a Heroic Strike, and a Fire Pillar. So it'll leave us with a little bit of steam power left over. We know they're weak to fire, not weak to physical. Another power punch, but that's okay. He hit the unit that was still protected. I'm feeling pretty good. Not my favorite hand of all time, to be honest with you. Let's get rid of these, whoops, wrong button again. Okay, that's what we're looking for. So I'll tell you, let's go Bravado. No. Let's go... we want to save our steam power to use fire attack, so I'm not going to use Brave Buster. So instead, let's just do Heroic Strike. I think that's more value than getting a baby heal and a little bit of strength gain for 1 attack. And we'll throw the Fire Pillar on as well. I think we got our game theories under control here right now. It's really, it all comes down to Copernica on this fight. Poison. I don't like it. I'm assuming that's DOT. We really want to draw our good stuff now. Some cards inflict status conditions. Poison makes the victim take damage at the end of each turn. Okay. So we're going to get rid of our Book Bashes. Mana Barrier seems acceptable, but yeah, we're looking for Flame Wave. It does cost 3. How much damage does it do? 170? I think that's our turn right there. So we'll send out a big AoE attack, but at least it's fire. And it's 33 damage. Give her some protection in case she's focused, and then, you know, just a little physical chip damage. Call family. Oh, now we want our AoE. That's alright. We can get there. We only got, well, 2 cards left in our draw pile. I don't know. I can't see my discard pile. Alright, well... we can only draw 2 cards, so we're not going to draw AoE, unfortunately. Let's dump Bravado, because it sucks. For now. Music slapping. No denying that. So, I think a Heroic Strike. A Fire Pillar on the big guy. And I don't know, we have Brave Buster ability? Okay, I hate to do it, but we'll use a Brave Buster to get the other minion taken care of before they can attack, hopefully. Fire's got to go to big guy, but the AoE is the attack we're looking for. I mean, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. This is the tutorial. But I think we're getting a decent grasp of it. That's probably a buff, so... alright, Poison is now gone, which is fantastic news. Again, let's dump these Bravados. They're not doing much. Now, no mana barrier. But that's okay. I don't think we're gonna be in too much risk just yet. I mean, it's going real well. As long as they spread the damage out, I'm not sweating it, dude. Now, I'll tell you. Book Bash. Actually, you know what? Let's get rid of one Brave Buster first. Yeah, Fire Pillar has to come out. It costs 1. You know what? I'm gonna... Let's go Mana Barrier, Book Bash, Fire Pillar. That way, next turn, we only need to play 2 attacks in order to get to our AoE if necessary. Assuming we even draw it. Assuming he even summons, you know, enemies. Yeah. Alright, so he's buffed himself yet again. We do have Flame Wave. I've got to remember, at this point, we're probably best off just storing Flame Wave until he actually uses... until he actually uses anything at all. Really? That allows us to hit multiple enemies. I forget, you know, we're storing cards in hand. It's not like Spire. I got a lot of habits from Spire that are going to seem... a little bit suboptimal until I get them out of my system in this game, at least. So you definitely now want to play Flame Wave. And I think we'll just, you know, we can afford to dump a Mana Barrier now, I think, and use a Fire Pillar on the big guy instead. Let's dump a Bravado as well. Then we'll just smack him one more time to generate some steam power. He won't die this turn. He probably also won't die next turn, but he's not too far away. Maybe if we can get like 2 Fire Pillars. Not quite. Alright, well, Fire Pillar's still pretty darn good. Dude, I got the PlayStation 4 problem right now where I'm using the Nintendo Switch controller. All the buttons are... Well, I guess it's more of an Xbox controller problem, but all the buttons are in, like, inverted positions, and I'm going, like, why is the A button where the B button's supposed to be? In case you're wondering why a 30-year-old man is incapable of clicking the buttons properly. I think he's actually gonna die on this turn. Let's just make sure of it by giving him some little bit of extra chip damage. That's 43. That'll do it for sure. Alright, we win. We came into his home and stole his collection and murdered him. No big deal. Got the level up as well. Ooh, I thought we were going to get 2. Didn't even break a sweat. I'll be exception to the guild in no time. Alright, I get it. You know, get as much loot as possible. Head back to the village. And tutorial complete? Yo. We only got 67% of the loot, but we'll be back to play a little bit more SteamWorld Quest. For now, thanks for watching. Go check out the game yourself. It's on Switch. I bought the game myself. I'm not bragging. I'm just, you know, if you gotta make a disclosure, if you got a review code, you should make a disclosure in the opposite direction simultaneously as well. Yeah, we'll be playing some more. I'll probably do, I don't know, you know, I wouldn't necessarily say we're gonna finish the game, but for now we're gonna do a few episodes in this recording section that normally Dan Mathis and I have time for, so we might as well check out a little bit more of it, see how it opens up as we get to add more cards to our deck. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future, and I'll see you next time. See ya.